back to my channel. If you're just joining us, I'm Sephora Moses and you are welcome. In today's video, we're going to talk about Instagram. I am going to share with you 8 tips to thrive on Instagram. May I say that I am no Instagram expert, but I have been on the platform for quite some time now, and I have learned from my own personal experiences, errors, and mistakes, which qualifies me to talk about it and to give you some hints. So, if you're just planning on starting a blog, or you have been there for some time and things are not progressing as you thought it would, then you definitely want to keep on watching. That being said, let's just jump right into it. So the first most important key that I'm going to share with you today is to choose a niche. In other words, choose an umbrella in the Instagram marketplace, a group in the bloggers arena, a category where you want to belong, a label of what you're bringing to the table. What are you bringing to the table? Now, there are a whole lot of them to choose from. Should we sing that song again? I think we should. Let's sing it. The first one is we have travel, fashion, beauty, lifestyle. What? Sports, food, music, movie, comedy, inspiration, education, poems. There are a whole lots of them to choose from. You want to make sure that you figure out what works for you, what you're passionate about, and just lay your bricks around that. That is the first one. The second one, choose a theme. This means the collection of color schemes in your page, and this can be any color. It's actually a personal preference. Some people, like public figures, I think they use some just use the natural, the light one. You know, you see the picture, it looks natural and bright and beautiful, but if you look close enough, you will not see any 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 dirt or sweat or pimple or anything, but it looks really natural, like daylight. Okay, so you can go with that, or there are a whole tons of colors that you can choose from. We have white, yellow, blue, green, gray, silver, red, pink, purple. I think that I think that travel bloggers tend to play with the pink, red, and purple because it magnifies colors of plants or flowers or any flower kind. So you can choose that, or you can go with the deep brown, and that is where I come in. You see, that is my thing. I just love the romantic, deep, moody brown. It's so gentle, it's so calming, so soothing. The serenity it brings, it's just out of this world. It's so heavenly. It's so cool and collected and calm. You can choose that, or you can just go with the orange and the black. Although the black ones are beautifully scary, but it works for some people. Just choose a color. Number 3, your bio. So your bio is the first thing that people see when they visit your page. So you want to make sure that it reflects or represents who you are or the message you are passing on. Just make it clean and, creative. Number 4. This one is very important. Your best photos. Instagram is a photography platform, and you have to be really mindful of this fact, because if you get this particular one wrong, you get every other keys wrong. It's a visual platform. So you want to make sure that you stand up to the task. If you want to stand out of the crowd, firstly, you want to make sure that your pictures, your captions are crystal clear. You can't put a blur picture out there and expect people to come running to like and comment. You want to make sure that your pictures are clear enough to pass on the intended message. Also, be very, very careful of objects in your pictures. Objects, they have this very funny way of merging together to make a very, very fine story in your picture. Or they can go the other way. They can go really, really wrong and forge uninvited scenes that will discourage people from your page, from coming around your page. Also, edit your pictures very well and very nicely. If you don't know how to edit, there are oh lots of apps out there that you can just upload from Play Store or anywhere, and try to learn how to edit your pictures very well. If you don't know how to edit, look for someone to edit for you while you learn as you go. So edit your pictures very, very well. This is very crucial. You want to really keep that at the back of your mind, because Instagram is a photography platform. It's visual, it's everything, it's about photography. So I hope that yeah, I passed that point across. Let's move on. Be social. Okay, it's a social media for a reason. You have to interact with people, you have to engage with your audience. When someone take the time to leave a comment and like your picture and leave a meaningful comment, take your time also and go to that person's page and leave a meaningful comment. And don't always do the popular, the popular phrases like uh, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, nice, pretty, nice shot, beautiful view, breathtaking, spectacular. No, wait, I like spectacular. You can say that to me because I like the spectacular. You can say that to me. No, you want to make sure that you don't always sound the same, because they are people, and when you fake it, people can feel it. So take your time to leave a meaningful comment. Now I'm going to share with you how to comment on someone's picture. Okay, for example, when someone posts a picture, maybe a picture of a sweater, and she's wearing this pink sweater, and I do not like that sweater. I don't have any say in the matter in the caption. What I do is that I search the caption. What else is inside the caption to talk about? Okay, you can be preaching about your beautiful pink sweater, and my eyes are on your red gorgeous shoes. So that is what I will go for. I would rather go for your red gorgeous shoes and talk about your shoes, or your earrings, or um maybe the building behind you, the landscape, the dreamscape, the beautiful ocean behind you, or your hair, or that beautiful vintage purse that it's just right there in the corner of that chair where you're sitting. That is what I will go for, because that is what stole my heart. That is what stole my gaze. That is what I will comment on, and I will come out genuinely because it comes from my heart. So you want to make sure that you genuinely search the caption and look for what fascinates you in the caption. So talk about that. It's not an obligation to always talk about what that person is talking about. You want to make sure that you leave a genuine comment, and people feel it when you're real and It's one of the reasons they want to befriend you. They want to come close to you. They want to get to know you. They want to follow your journey. And they want to stick around. So make sure you leave genuine comments on people's pictures. But I have to say that I'm guilty of this sometimes because it's not, I don't always leave a long message, but I try my best to. But sometimes, if I'm in a hurry or I just want to scroll through Instagram feed and I like your picture, I don't want you to feel bad. So I just leave something beautiful or say something about your hair because I don't want you to feel bad and I don't have the time. I'm just running along. So that is what I do. I'll leave something not too long. But when I have the time, I make sure that I leave something meaningful because it's from my heart. I leave something long enough to express or to narrate what is going on in the caption. And I don't always go with your captions because maybe the topic you're talking about, I have no say there. I can't really contribute. So I go for what I can narrate and what I can speak about or what I can admire about you. That is how you leave a genuine comment on someone's picture. Believe me. Okay, number 6. I think I lost count. Number 6. I think number 6. Number 6. Use the right hashtag. Okay, people. Using the right hashtag is a really good way of growing your Instagram page because it connects you to people of the same interest. But what I want to say here is that use the right hashtags, but do not limit yourself to uh, only the people in your niche, people in your category, the only hashtags. For instance, I'm a travel blogger, I'm a writer, I use travel writers, authors, writers of Instagram, book lovers, I use nature lovers, I use vintage or landscape or beautiful haven, paradise, hidden places. There are a whole lots that I use, but I do not just limit myself to the hashtag because I I want to learn. I love learning. So what I do is that I go out there to people out of my niche, out of my reach. Actually, I go looking for them. Like for instance, um I'm not a fashion designer, I'm not a fashion blogger, but I follow fashion bloggers because some of them, I love vintage. I'm all about the vintage era, the era past. Okay, so I follow them because I want to learn about one or two things about fashion, how to wear my vintage dresses, how to pair my vintage earrings, or what to wear and what not to wear. I follow them. Also, I follow makeup artists. They are not in my group, but I follow them because honestly, I do not know how to draw my eyeliner. So, lashes, eyeliner, I have no idea. Even me, just apply my foundation is a whole lot of a different story. So I follow these people so I can learn from them. Also, I follow writers, my fellow writers that I can learn from, or I can have good conversation with this group of people who are pursuing the same thing that I'm pursuing. You see where I'm going with this? I know you do. So, so you want to make sure that you follow people who are out of your category. Don't hinder yourself by just using your following your hashtags group of people because this our world is a very big world. We are billions of people. You want to make sure that you put yourself out there across the street, across land and sea for someone at the other side of the land, or sea or planet to see you. How are they going to find you if you don't go out there? You see? So you want to make sure that you use the right hashtags, but don't limit yourself to just using the right hashtags. Let's move on. The next one is do not confuse your audience. Okay, I have a problem with this particular one because it's just something that I see all the time on Instagram. Do not confuse your audience. You cannot be about everything. I mean everything. You cannot cover everything. For instance, today I see you pose in front of your mirror taking selfie. Then tomorrow I come, I see you post the picture of your dog, your cat, or the next day, tomatoes, pepper, food. The next day you are on a boat, on a fishing boat, or in an island or a small river. The next day you're blogging Louis Vuitton, Coco Chanel perfume. The next day you're talking about runway fashion week. The next day you're doing makeup, teaching us how to do eyeliner. Then the next day you're talking about inspiration, education, poems. Oh my God, just slow down. You really want to slow down, because when you do that, you confuse your audience. It's like building this web of confusion, and you are trying to entrap or entangle people, and people do not like to be tangled in a web of confusion. People like clarity and freedom. If you do that, they will walk away from your page and they will not look back, because if you do that, it's not inspiring and entertaining. There is nothing to learn from you. It's just all confusion. You really want to make sure that you narrow it down to one or two, or at most three. You want to make sure that you cover only three categories. Now, if you are a multifaceted person, or you are interested in so many things, you can just create a different account for that. You know, you can be about everything and everything, cover everything in our planet. You are not CNN, geography, Instagram itself. Oh, Google. I don't know, but you get my meaning. You know what I'm trying to say. You can't be about everything. Just choose one or two. I recommend one or two, but if you like, you can hit three if you can just handle it. But do not, you can't do everything. You just confuse people, and that will not be good for your growth. The last one, be consistent. You can't post a picture once in every 3 months or once in every 6 months and expect people to keep up with you. People, some people do not have the patience to stick around in the corner waiting for you to go and come back. And people are smart, people are fast. They will forget you in the flash. They will forget you in a flash. You want to make sure that you keep your page active and inspiring. However, I am not going to tell you to post every day, though it works for some people, but I do not post every day because personally it's just so overwhelming for me to take care of all my social media platform the same day and just keep up schedule. It's just too much, so I do not post every day. But if you're starting out, I think it's a good thing to boost your engagement. So but the choice is totally yours. If it aligns with your mental health or your schedules, of course you can do it. If not, just find the perfect way for you to keep up. If you're going to be posting every day or once in a week or twice or 3 times, it's totally up to you. But you want to make sure that you keep the fire burning. Do not let it die down. I think we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for the privilege of your company, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.